Alvin York was a man of simple origins. He was born in a small log cabin in Pall Mall, Tennessee. He worked the land, a skilled farmer and hunter. York was a devout Christian. He believed in peace and non-violence. He was a pacifist at heart. Life in rural Tennessee revolved around family, faith and community. York, the third of 11 children, learned the value of hard work and resilience. The rugged terrain of the Cumberland Plateau instilled in him a deep connection to nature and a self-reliance born from necessity. His strong religious upbringing, rooted in the teachings of the Church of Christ in Christian Union, emphasized pacifism and the sanctity of human life. York's beliefs were deeply rooted in his interpretation of the Bible. He found solace and guidance in its verses. He believed that killing was wrong even in war. He sought to live a life guided by faith and compassion. His convictions seemed unshakable. However, the world was on the brink of a conflict that would test York's beliefs and forever alter the course of his life. The winds of war were sweeping across Europe, and soon they would reach the quiet hills of Tennessee, challenging everything Alvin York held dear. In 1917, the United States entered World War I. The conflict, already raging for 3 years, had claimed millions of lives. The world watched in horror as Europe tore itself apart. America, though hesitant at first, could no longer remain neutral. The call went out for young men to join the fight for freedom and democracy. For Alvin York, the declaration of war ignited a profound internal struggle. How could he reconcile his pacifist beliefs with the duty to defend his nation? The war seemed so far removed from his peaceful life in Tennessee, yet the call to serve weighed heavily on his conscience. Could he stand by while others fought for the freedoms he held dear? York's faith provided no easy answers. He grappled with the biblical verses condemning violence while acknowledging the need to protect the innocent. He spent days in prayer, seeking guidance from the scriptures and solace in his faith. He sought counsel from his pastor and his mother, both deeply religious individuals who understood the torment he endured. The decision that Alvin York faced was not merely about joining a war, it was about reconciling his deeply held beliefs with the unprecedented circumstances thrust upon him. It was a decision that would define his character and shape the legacy he would leave behind. York received his draft notice in 1917. He was 30 years old, considered old for a soldier. He applied for conscientious objector status, citing his religious beliefs. His request was denied. He was deemed fit to serve and ordered to report for duty. Despite his initial reservations, York decided to honor his duty. He reasoned that if it was God's will for him to serve, then he would serve with all his might. He bid farewell to his family and his beloved Tennessee hills, carrying with him the weight of his convictions and the prayers of his loved ones. Upon arriving at Camp Gordon in Georgia, York found himself surrounded by men from all walks of life. He befriended many of them, sharing stories of home and their hopes for the future. His skills as a marksman quickly became apparent. He could shoot the eye out of a squirrel at 100 yards, a skill honed through years of hunting in the Tennessee wilderness. Though he had reconciled himself to serving, York never abandoned his pacifist beliefs. He believed that war was a terrible thing, but he also believed in duty, honor, and protecting the innocent. He resolved to serve with courage and compassion, hoping to find a way to maintain his humanity amidst the horrors of war. Section 4, A Day of Valor, York's extraordinary feat in the Argonne Forest. On October 8, 1918, York's unit was tasked with capturing a German machine gun nest in the Argonne Forest. The battle raged around them. The air was thick with smoke and the stench of death. York and 16 other soldiers were pinned down by heavy machine gun fire. York, armed with his rifle and a pistol, found himself in an impossible situation. His comrades were falling around him. With incredible courage, he charged towards the enemy position. He picked off German soldiers one by one, his marksmanship proving deadly. He single-handedly killed over 20 German soldiers and forced the remaining 132 to surrender. His actions silenced the machine gun nest and allowed his unit to advance. York's bravery that day became the stuff of legend. Section 5, Recognition and Return. A reluctant hero comes home. Word of York's heroics spread like wildfire. He was hailed as the greatest civilian soldier of the war. He was awarded the Medal of Honor, the highest military decoration bestowed by the United States. France awarded him the Croix de Guerre and Legion of Honor. He returned home a national hero. York was uncomfortable with the attention. He didn't see himself as a hero. He had simply done his duty. He longed for the quiet life he had left behind. He returned to his beloved Tennessee hills and married his sweetheart, Gracie Loretta Williams. They had 8 children together. Despite his desire for privacy, York used his newfound fame to improve the lives of others. He established the Alvin C. York Institute, a vocational school for underprivileged children in Tennessee. He believed that education was the key to a better future. Section 6. The Legacy of Sergeant York, a testament to courage and conviction. Alvin York's story is a testament to the complexities of the human spirit. He was a man of peace who found himself thrust into the horrors of war. He struggled with his beliefs but ultimately chose to serve his country. He performed an extraordinary act of valor, saving the lives of his comrades. He returned home a reluctant hero, seeking solace in the simplicity of his former life. York's legacy extends far beyond the battlefield. He is remembered as a symbol of courage, duty, and humility. His story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, ordinary people are capable of extraordinary acts of bravery and compassion. Section 7. Remembering York, honoring a hero in modern times. Today, Alvin York's legacy is honored in countless ways. Schools, parks, and even a U.S. Army base bear his name. His Medal of Honor is on display at the Tennessee State Museum, a testament to his extraordinary courage. His story continues to inspire generations of Americans. Perhaps the most enduring tribute to Alvin York is the impact he had on his community and the countless lives he touched. The school he founded continues to provide educational opportunities to underprivileged children. His story serves as a reminder that true heroism lies not in seeking glory but in answering the call to duty, however difficult it may be, and using one's experiences to make the world a better place.